This is one of the good ones, I think. Uncommon loot. Bro, this is a hookah. these doors open. This place is locked. Who knows what they did in here? That door is ajar. There's more rooms. A whole section is uninhabited for who knows how long, because it's a biohazard. They don't know what they're going to stir up if they do things in here. It's pretty crazy. I'm looking for room 110. I've got to be careful. There was a security guard here not too long ago. I can't say what on earth he was doing here. He almost saw me. As he came around the corner, I heard his footsteps. Free? Shoot. Look at this, man. Does this work? There's ice in here. Oh, boy. I'll get that later. This is a break room. It's very nice. Mathematicians with math toys. What is this? Parker's Haunted. Huh. I knew that already. I can confirm. I did not write that, but it's true. But when I heard the janitor's footsteps, I didn't believe it. I've spent a lot of time here. I know this place like the back of my hand. They do I think I hear him actually. No way, still? I don't go down to the ground floor often. I don't know my way as well around here. They do security walks regularly. Last one's usually around midnight. But I heard that guard after 4. Don't know what he's doing here. They shouldn't be here unless they have a reason. Here's the old elevator area. I cannot tell you why there's a regular door there. Here's a little something I found. I came in Parker here over the summer. Now we're only about a week or two from when it will get demolished. And I found a little something. This door is open. That's interesting. So I thought I'd just take a quick peek. Look at that tiling on the underside of the stairs. Isn't that ugly? Yeah, these steps are in terrible disorder. I'm not going to walk all the way up. I just thought I'd show it off. These are the stairs that people would take to get from Parker Hall to Allison Hall or vice versa. It's kind of cool to have this sort of open design between the two twin buildings, huh? There's a dead bird there. It's unfortunate. These stairs go down. Does this go into the sub-basement? Also, isn't this weird? I would hit my head on these and they snake right through the building. I don't know what this is, but so here's an elevator exit there. Some smashed doors, and yeah, that does lead to the sub-basement. Sorry, just noticed that. What is this? What type of hole is this? It's like a circle that's smooth. It's like beveled. But it doesn't go all the way around. That's actually one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Huh. Anyways, this is the sub-basement. Oh, it's not closed. Oh, what is this? Is that like a generator? What is that? I've never smelled anything so musty in my life. This smells... Ooh, this air is stagnant. You know, you'll get air that gets still enough it can suffocate you if it's perfectly still. You can literally suffocate because you create a bubble of CO2 around your head because the air is not moving, you die. But that room might qualify. Anyways, this is one of the pieces of glass that went to the, it broke like that. That must be a manufacturing defect or something, because I cannot imagine glass breaking like that. But there's like, I don't know if you can see that, these weird cracks along the surface. How strange. Anyways, that's all. But this used to be a sort of vestibule on the other side. There was another building like this one. Building got torn down, the elevator stayed. That elevator opens on this side and the other side still, and the elevator still works. That's actually a super weird elevator. Not just because it opens to a building that doesn't exist anymore. If there's security, it's behind this door. And I don't mean guards, I mean cameras and stuff. There's certainly no cameras in this building. But there are motion sensors for the lights. They could theoretically be wired into some security system, I don't know. But this place is full of secrets. Some lab tables, some old lab tables. I'm not gonna try and see if the water and gas still work. There's a little door right there. I wonder where that leads. And I mean it when I say this building's full of secrets. There's rooms that I can't go into. Sometimes because they're locked. Sometimes because they don't have door handles like that one. Sometimes because they shouldn't exist like that one. This is a door. This is a door. Why does this exist? I don't know. Here is the other side of the virology lab. Some barbecue equipment. Who knows why this is here? I'm recording this maybe because I feel nostalgic. I've spent a lot of time in this building. It's gonna get torn down soon. About 2.5 months from when I'm making this. There's another weird door. I know it's back here. It's a lecture hall, underneath the lecture hall. Got these sloped lecture halls, and the space beneath the floor and the stairs is habitable because they wasted no space in the 60s, I guess. So that's where that door leads. They have space underneath the lecture hall, and there are spaces underneath all the lecture halls. This door is locked. There's locked doors behind locked doors. So I can't show everything, but I've been there. Downstairs are grad student offices. These are professors' offices all along here. They've got doors that are not particularly well labeled, that are locked. There's lots of raccoon lore. There were raccoons living in this building for a time. Something. There's classrooms like this. Some of them are used, some of them are not. Some of them are no longer habitable. They've been locked. Giant doors like this one lead to the interior space of the building. This one's locked. I can show you more of that space in a moment. I'll check out the elevator when I get to the 3rd floor. Had a class there. The only class I ever had in this building, but I don't exaggerate when I say I spend more time here than I do at home, my own home. I basically live here. Can you hear that? What is that? Can't tell if it's something mechanical or if it's an animal. A letter opener, that's cool. Lots of fun stuff here. I'll need this for later. Second floor. Near the main entrance, we started down here. Since they've been closing stuff down, they've been putting free stuff on this table here. Some of it's interesting. Some of it's not. A lot of it's not. Some of the interesting stuff I took because it was free. That stuff later got confiscated. That's a different story. This is where I spend most of my waking life. This room gets cold. It's not cold right now, but it can get 55 degrees or colder. They recently took all the computers out. It's a shame. This room is past its prime, but friends and I have a fort here. Comfortable chairs we got. It's a great place. No one ever comes here. This building is so destitute. Even during finals week. I spent maybe 8 hours a day every day of finals week, and I didn't have a single person interrupt me. Not one. This is another locked room. Behind this door, there's another locked door. Actually, two locked doors, one here and one over there behind this. And there's all sorts of stuff. There's e-waste, old computers, keyboards like the one from earlier, old mice, old laptops, old printers, fax machines, vacuums, desks from professors who have died. It's really quite interesting. All that stuff's locked away and being repossessed to who knows who. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know who takes all that junk. But half of it could go in a museum, honestly. This is kind of what the room looked like, my room looked like before I took all the computers out. There's computer lab rooms like this that are never used. And classrooms are occasionally used, but like that room, my room, gets used. Never. Never, ever, by anyone ever. And it's great. Now it gets interesting. Printers, old stuff here. Look at these desks fall apart. They probably fell apart in the 80s or something. Who knows? Desks from the lecture halls in here break and fall apart and get put in here, and we'll never see the light of day ever again. No one's gonna take them out of this building, I'm sure. It's probably going to stay. Until the building gets torn down. A lot of this stuff will, in fact. There's only 2 months left. Some of the stuff from these interior rooms, not this, but the other rooms, will potentially not be touched by anyone ever. The building will literally get torn down around this stuff before people take notice of it again. Genuinely forgotten. It's interesting. This building was built in the 60s, so everything's asbestos. And they also built this building with a flat roof. It rains a lot here, and I don't know why they built it with a flat roof. Moreover, they built something of a facade. The roof is flat, basically tar paper, and the walls go up another 2 or 3 feet all around on the perimeter of the building. Does it rain? Yes. Is the roof sloped? No, it's flat. Is there drainage? Nope. Don't know how they didn't think of that. And within 10 years, the roof started to fail. Every time it rains, water falls through the ceiling and down to the 3rd floor, through to the 2nd floor, through to the 1st floor. Water damage on all 3 levels of the building. And here's some over here. It's hard to see, but the ceiling just crumbling, just falling apart from water damage here. The ceiling tiles get continually replaced, but some of these can't be replaced apparently. The place is falling apart from the inside out if they didn't decide to tear this place down. It would probably fall down of itself before long. Some of these lecture halls don't get used either. Obviously the building's being phased out. It's not being used at capacity, so you got ping pong table for the grad students here. Different stuff, things set up. This space here was used for physics, the physics department. Stuff has started to be cleared out already. Physics department has to come in and index everything. They've got to figure out what all is here and what on earth they're gonna do with it all. I don't know. It's a nice little stone here. So we have equipment. Equipment of all shapes and sizes from all periods in the 20th and 21st century, apparently. Large demonstrations, physics demonstrations from a long time ago. Some collectibles, apparently, different things. What is this? This work. What does it mean? Yeah. What on earth is any of this doing here? I don't know. It's interesting. It's curiosities. I don't know. Interesting stuff. There's pictures here, everywhere. Here's some of the cool old tech that they have in here. There's a lot more where this came from, but they're all behind locked doors, so. But there's that one. So many gadgets and stuff. It's probably what the professors drink. Ethanol. And, they make some tea with it. Tea with ethanol. Instead of sugar, they use some iron beads, maybe. Nice little chemical cabinet here. That's cool. That's all very cool, actually. Wow. But no one knows what's here. The physics department is actively trying to figure that out, trying to index things, but I don't know. Makes you wonder. All this equipment here. Who owns it? No one's touched anything here maybe some things occasionally get used, but when was the last time someone used this Van der Graaf generator here? I think that's what it's called. 5 years, 10 years, 20? Who owns it? Who gets to decide who owns it if nobody does? There's another layer. This is the first floor. We have very very dilapidated state. This all is. I don't know if anybody in the departments uses any of this. Who would? I don't know. Like, who has a use for this? Pellets of aluminum. Why won't my camera focus? See? Scrap. Some recycled aluminum or something. This looks like it's from the 40s or something. You know, these old boxes, and no one knows about this. No one cares. I think honestly it's a fundamentally bygone era. This is a piece of history that's never going to come back, because now we have nice, big, clean buildings with large open spaces. This room exists because there was space to have a room here. What's its purpose? Just to store a bunch of stuff? But I feel like modern academic buildings don't have things like this. They might have things like this, you know, oscilloscopes or, you know, little microphones, I think these are, maybe. Like, sure, those still exist, but, you know, other things are like, everything's digital. It's videos, simulations, online demonstrations. What's the need of physical hardware, physical demonstrations, tools? What is this? Well, I know what this is, but why is it here? Do any of the new buildings have grabbers? I don't think any of the new buildings have something like this. This is cool. Look how old this is. Long ago, this used to be a computer lab when the building first opened. This entire room here used to be the computer. They had a big mainframe computer, one of the ones that would take up a whole room back in the day. And people would come in to this room and work. People over on this side of the first floor, on the other side of this wall, they'll come in and they would leave their punch card slips to be punched in and ran through the machine. People would go and deposit them, and the machine would go and do calculations and come back, and people would pick their stuff up later. And the little slots are still here. This is what I mean. So much history. It's a shame. They do have to tear it down, though, because it's full of asbestos and falling apart. The building smells weird and makes weird noises, and I'm pretty sure it's haunted. But besides that, it's nice. We've got CDs, they've got floppy disks here. Old floppies. From 1994. Windows 94, this must be a boot disk. That's pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 umbrellas. That's weird. A raincoat, 2 backpacks. That's so strange. Nothing ages here. They got the old Glade, the old recipe. Smells just like my childhood because that's when that can was from. It's not been used or replaced. Speaking of relics, they have in here. They got old Crayolas, but where is it? Dry erase markers. Look at this. See these? These old Expo markers. Look at these from like the 90s. Very old Expo markers. They don't make them like they used to. Smells very strong. I remember when markers used to smell like that. Now everything is scentless and worse. Works worse. Everything it erases worse than these ones do. I have a couple of these in the room I'm usually in. They all still work. These are relics, like I said. They they've never been used. So they work like brand new. You can also sell these for like $20 a piece, supposedly. So there's like $200 or $300 sitting in that cabinet right there. But weird, like there's no door handle. There was, but there's no door handle. How do you get in here? There's a room number, technically. Yeah. There's also a sub-basement, by the way. There's a layer underneath this that I have not been able to get access to. I know a guy who works here, a grad student. There's layers, layers to everything. Basements to the basements, sub-basements to the basements of the basements. Locked doors behind locked doors. Time for the 3rd floor, which is the least interesting floor. I won't make my whole circuit like I did with the other floors. Here's another update. I'm on the 3rd floor right now. I realized I probably did not show this off. This giant door, 313 here. This is Barbara's office. She's kind of an urban legend. No one knows who Barbara is, but we joke that that's the name of the ghost that haunts Parker Hall. Anyways, big old door here. I realized I did not show this in the original video. So I came back. They're starting to move stuff out. I actually don't know what's back here. Some of these doors have not been opened. Oh, dang. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Whew. Look at the, metal paneling on the inside. That looks... Hey, that looks sleek even today, I'll be honest. How about that? How cool! What is this? Wow, my phone still can't autofocus. What? That's crazy. It looks like alien tech. That's wild. Oh, this is plugged into this computer? Look at this one. It's a tower. The chances that these work is approximately 0. I mean, hey, actually, I don't know. Except this is a female end. I wonder what... Oh, shoot. I wonder what type of port that is. I can't see. I could put the camera back there, but... Oh, it's USB. This can work on a modern computer. How wild is that? Anyways. There's some old stuff back here. A vintage map of the state of Alabama. That's actually sick. Huh. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that was like the mustiest air I've ever smelled in my life. I just visited one of the rooms in the sub-basement area. I filmed that right before I filmed this, and I said that was the mustiest air I've ever smelled. That like blows it out of the water. I actually, I've never seen or smelled something so dank in my life. That's like tuberculosis right there. I just got tuberculosis. Let's see if I build up the courage to go back in there. Anyways, some water damage on the floor again. Man, this building is just going to shit. There's a freaking bucket in here to catch the drips. So we have a break room, right? I'm just gonna act like that didn't even happen. That's crazy. Whoa, look at this water bottle. Oh, that's been here for a while. Like, what? These icicles. Do not eat other people's lunch snacks without permission. That's funny. Yeah, so you can tell why they're trying to tear this building down. Holy crap. Man, I thought this building was bad when I filmed the stuff originally. It's gone downhill quick, I'm not gonna lie. We had some good rain. So maybe that's why this is happening, but this is literally like the upkeep of this building, man. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna try to go in that room again, actually. But first, this is Barbara's office. It's locked, of course it is, bro. We'll never know. Okay, I'm gonna hold my breath. Okay, here we go. Bro, what is this? Oh my God. What the heck? Okay. Take another deep breath. It smells like it. It filled the whole hallway with that stench, bro. Okay, one more time. What the fuck? Look at that. There's the telescope. Okay. Okay. Oh, not going back in there. Oh.
This is like it's like a symbol of our society. It's like covered in dust,
Yeah.
but it's like made well
Yeah.
and it's still functional. Despite the very many noises from the...
What is that? It's like a.
It's
like
like
an
it's
epilepsy warning.
It's saying, hello. This is so cool, man.
Yeah.
Hold on. I will kill my camera.
Quick. Yeah.
Nope. Last one.
Here it says it didn't shut down properly. So I guess if it loses power, it somehow like forgets some type of state that's necessary.
The modern computers have better safety precautions, I think.
Yeah.
For this kind of thing. Do you want me to just go ahead and... I'll stop it.
Yeah. What happens if you click stop? Oh, it'll just start up anyways.
Okay.
Oh, I changed my frame rate to 30 FPS and it made it sync up less. So you can kind of see what's going on here. Kind of. Actually, not really.
The computer is on. And
Oh, here we go. Yeah, this camera does not like the screen. Used to be like...
Your Macintosh's clock is set to be geared before 1973.
It may behave erratically, okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
it did not like that.
I have to like zoom in to kind of see it.
Oh.
Close that. Wow. Wait, open some of the...
Like this?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's what that is.
Look at this old tech, man. Look at this. Isn't this cool?
You don't want to save. Cancel that. Oh, okay.
I just do it like literally dumb. Make it matter less.
I wonder what year it thinks it is.
It thinks it's before 1973.
I wonder. Wait, click on the clock on the top right. It makes cool system sounds too.
It thinks it's 1904.
Huh. That's probably wrong. Ooh.
That was frightful, and my eyes started hurting when that happened.
You're irradiated now.
I think you might be correct. File, edit. There's not really a settings on here, I don't think.
Look up Sierpinski.
What
Or
is that?
on the bottom right there.
Sierpinski.
Sierpinski. Okay.
Someone was doing some sort of work.
Oh.
I moved it.
just go. Actually, before I do that, I said I would need this later. I keep thinking I hear something. Maybe I should. Putting a lot of trust in this little chalk. I can just open them. Never mind, we're good then. Behind this wall is nothing. That's where the old building used to be. This is roof access. Which I can't pass up, of course. Here we are. Up on the roof, no biggie. Civil engineering was what I'm going to school for, and I haven't got my degree yet, but I think this sucks. Look at this. Where's the drainage? Look at this flat roof here. You see that? Right? Look. Flat roof. It rains. What happens to the water? Does it flow? Does it flow inwards to some interior drain that goes down the middle of the building? No. That's a terrible solution. Why would they have it drain into the building? Oh, well, because they can't drain out. Water can't drain out. Look at this. There's a lip right here. I don't know how well you can see that. It's black and it's night, but there's a lip. The water just pools here. And when the water lands out on this side, there's no drainage anywhere. You get an inch or two of rain in a night. Maybe you have a big storm, you get 5 inches of rain in a night. It rains a lot in the south. And now you have 5 inches of water, sitting on the roof of this building. Where does the water go out? Through the building. Oh, I lied, just kidding. Look, a drain pipe. It's only 6 inches above the ground, maybe more than 6 inches above the ground. Yeah, it's like 8 inches, or maybe more, I don't even know. Rain starts puddling here, it has to get this high before it starts to drain. What are we doing? Making everything harder. Yeah, great view of everything though. Nice big building there that replaced this building. A lot of the science stuff's in there now. Dining hall that's built sort of in the place of the building that was attached to this one that they tore down before this one. This building's something of a relic of old campus. You know, look at this building. Very nice. You got nice brick, neoclassical motifs, a sloped roof, right? There's a drain pipe right there. This is a new building. This is a new building. building new buildings now, and they look traditional. They have ornamental design motifs, like this little mid-level cornice here with the little, whoops, decorative arch, sort of. Come on. This building is just a cube. And you can see the old, more historical buildings far away. Don't know what's going on with my camera. Everything's very out of focus lately. Anyways, then there's this building over there. Also an asbestos-ridden mess with flat roofs and no cornices. You know, and instead of, you know, having cornices where obviously the rainwater comes off the side and the cornice pushes the water away from the building so that the brick doesn't get water on it, this building over there is flat as can be, which means they have to repaint it all the time. It's high maintenance, it looks ugly, no one likes it. No one's gonna tear down that building though. If you can't tell, it's enormous. This is the short side, that's the long side. It's a rectangle, you can't see. It's a huge building. It's gonna be like a 6-year project. They're gonna gut the building in sections and completely renovate it to get rid of all the asbestos, but this building wasn't important enough, so it's not so lucky. Someone's gotta document this though, I think. There's nothing like Parker Hall, in my opinion. Look at this. They just left their rollers, dropped what they were doing, and there's a bucket of paint over there. What is this? What's that sound? What's going on over here? I don't know. The sound must be bouncing around from behind the corner because there's something going on. This is the middle walkway area. If you imagine a duplicate of this building right there, it's been replaced by nothing. There's still grass. There's a building there, partly. The plan with this space, once the building's gone, is to, I believe, just have a green area, a green space, which might be kind of cool. Look at these people, runners. See these people running? It's 5 in the morning. The sun's not even up. Man, I'm a runner too, but I'm not that much of a morning person, my goodness. I'm a night owl. So much of a night owl, I'm still here. The sun's about to rise. Yeah, look at it's just crumbling. It's falling apart. What are we doing? Are those the same people? Oh, how am I gonna do this with a phone in my hand? It's a lot warmer in here. Check this out. Straight portal to the back rooms. The actual back rooms. Watch this. Have you ever seen something so eerie in your life? Let's get on it. So it automatically goes down to the first floor, so it's closing by itself. But I don't want to do that. I've actually never tried this before. Oh, this side. Opens that door. 3R. Is this 3R? F. Oh no, they did disable. They disabled the Allison Hall side. Can I open it? It's this side. Okay. Well. Oh, wait, did I go to the first floor or the second floor? Okay, well, let me record. My phone ran out of storage space. Awkward. Alright, so where were we? Yeah. It's almost 6, so soon enough we'll have people start to come back into this building the next day. I legitimately did not anticipate spending all night here. What a horrible way to spend it. Like 10 hours of my life. I regret every hour I spend in here. This place sucks so bad, but there's nothing like it. I don't understand it. It's a love-hate relationship. There's nothing like this building. No place like it. When they tear this place down, what am I going to do? Where am I going to study? You can't just wander around buildings, any building on campus like this. You can't just have an 8-hour study session, 8-hour caffeinated study session, and be uninterrupted for the entirety of the time. Not a single person coming in. You don't see a single person, you don't hear a single person. There's nobody here. And of course it's the wee hours of the morning, but during the day, even in the middle of the day, no one's here. It's, man. It's a cool place. But, I know people who had grandparents who went to this school and they had classes in this room. Can you imagine? Imagine if one of your grandparents sat in that chair when they were in college. How about that, huh? Farewell, Parker Hall. We'll miss you. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I'll miss you. I don't know if anybody else will. Actually, I don't even know if I will. Here. Last thing. I'll show you how old this building is. Oh, there's a security truck right there. I don't know if they're here because of me. There's drippage coming off that light is forming a stalactite, some sort of mineral deposit. And if you look on the floor, on the bottom of the stairs, there's a small mound. People walk over it, but it's literally been dripping and it's formed a mineral deposit over the decades. Yeah, but I guess that's all. It's been about a half an hour. The front entrance to Parker Hall is down there. There's no truck anymore. I unironically, I actually think that they were there camping for me. You know, the 4 a.m. security guard. That doesn't just happen. That's no nightly patrol. No one ever goes in Parker. Why would you patrol it at midnight and then patrol it again at 4 a.m.? It would appear that they had some object in patrolling, and my scooter was still there. So they knew somebody was still in the building, presumably, so they camped out in front of the front entrance, assuming that I would have to pick up my scooter. That's Parker right there. I think they assumed that I would have to come out at some point to pick up my scooter. And they were parked on the corner. There's a front entrance, a back entrance, and a side entrance. They parked on the corner such that they would have seen anybody come out of the front entrance, either the one on the first floor or the one on the second floor, and they would have seen somebody come out the side entrance. Somebody has to pick up his scooter, he thought, or that's what the security guards thought. He has to come out at some point. Like I said, I know that building like the back of my hand. Snuck out the back before they knew what was up. Either they gave up or they saw me leave because the truck's gone now. But it was too suspicious that they were patrolling at 4 in the morning. And I was wandering around the building. I was standing on top of the roof at 5. A little bit past 5:30. And then they were camping out the front. I think I did that. But crisis averted. And start of a new day. Sunrise. See that cloud? It's pink. The birds are up. Security's still patrolling. I like security. Don't get the wrong idea now. I'm not a delinquent. I'm not doing anything wrong. You know, I was in the building all night. They asked me how I got in there. I would say I got in through the door when it was unlocked at noon today, or noon yesterday. And I've just been there the whole time. There's no rule against that. The door's locked. No one can come in. The people who are in there, the assumption is that those people leave, but I didn't. But I'm not doing anything wrong. I just don't want a confrontation, that's all. I don't want him to ban me from my favorite building. That's all.